The New York Knicks picked up a 125 to 101 victory Thursday night over the Charlotte Hornets. This was exactly the type of game we needed. Score the ball, be efficient, and then defensively clamp up. We held the Hornets to 44.9% from the field and 37.5% from three. The Knicks, on the other hand, they shot the ball at 53.9% from the field and 54.5% from three. Josh Hart, I mean, he is red hot. 4 of 6 from three. I felt like his last one was about to go down. I mean, he just could not miss tonight. 6 of 9 from the field, 18 points, 10 boards, 6 assists with that steal. Hart is getting down both ends. I thought he did a good job on Brandon Miller, OG Mikel. These guys were just basically rotating and just trying to keep him in check. No LaMelo tonight, no Bridges, no Williams. So we had to go out there and win by how much we did. I would have taken a win even if it was by 1 point, but clearly the Knicks are heading in the right direction because last Friday we won by 1. Now we're winning by 24. So, and we beat the Pelicans, blew them out as well. Held them to, what was it, 8 points in the first quarter, I believe, at the top of my head. So defensively, 23rd coming into this game. We're starting to figure it out, which is scary. Precious comes back. I want to spend time talking about him. We're not going to take too much away from his stats because it's his first game all season. He hadn't played in like 45 days. 12 minutes, 1 of 4 from the field, plus 11, 4 boards. At the end of the game, he went up for a shot, missed it, got the ball back, missed to try to tip it in for a putback. That's just what Precious brings. He brings good defense. He even was just switching, just defending guards. Of course, he can defend pretty much every single position. I wouldn't say point guards, but I would say like 2 to 5 he can guard. And then he rebounds the basketball. Good defender, especially in the interior. He makes the Knicks a significantly better team. I mean, it might sound crazy if you're not a Knicks fan, but if you are a Knicks fan, you guys probably would agree. You take the Knicks roster before the game and then you add in Precious. I mean, that could be very well the difference between, let's say, like a second round exit and then winning the championship. He means that much to us. And we saw that. He had, I think, 12, 13 starts last season, maybe even more. And he played very well. And then Mitchell Robinson's a whole other different story. He's one of the most important players on our team with his rebounding ability and his defense too, block shots. If we go up against, let's say, like Milwaukee in the playoffs, his defense on Giannis is going to be key. Brook Lopez too. The East doesn't have that many good bigs like Embiid. I mean, we saw what he did against Embiid, for example, in the playoffs last year. The West is kind of like AD, Jokic, those types of guys. But overall, just looking at the Knicks right now, offensively, they came into this game second in 3-point and field goal percentage. It's very easy to see why. Cat is honestly having a historic season. Jalen Brunson, OG, Josh Hart are shooting the ball very well. OG had a rough stretch. He's like 0 of 16, and then ever since then he's been back. Mikal Bridges, 7 of 15. His three ball wasn't exactly on tonight, but Bridges was aggressive. You can see he got to the free throw line 5 times. I don't know if he's gotten to the free throw line 5 times all year. He really doesn't shoot many free throws, but he had 19 points. It was a game high plus 26. Defensively, you can see Bridges heard the noise, and he's starting to get it down on that side of the ball. And Brunson, just a typical Jalen Brunson game, 24, 5, 6 of 8 shooting, 5 of 6 from 3. Brunson had, I want to say 19 in the first quarter. He just didn't have to do anything the rest of the game because from that point on, the second quarter we won by 5, and then after that we actually more than doubled the Hornets' points, and then they beat us by 1. But still, that third quarter was so dominant. We just didn't really have to rely on Brunson to score. Of course, he has a career-high 7.7 assists. That's going to slightly go down after this one. But just Brunson not having to drop 40 every game is huge for us too, because there was a point playoff time where he had to do that. No Randall. So your second option's out for the season, and OG can give you points, but man, we didn't have Mikel at the time. So Brunson, he had to be a scoring machine, and now he's just the facilitator, and I like that too. But also when the Knicks need buckets, he can get them because the first quarter, we honestly were down double digits, and it looked like it almost was going to get away from us. But then Brunson started to just heat up from 3, get to the free throw line, made 7 of 8. So good job there, just knowing what you got to do. Cap, 27 and 16. Haven't called his name yet. 4 minutes into the video. It's just expected that he's going to get 25, 13, or more than that. 9 of 15 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 7 of 9 from the line. That's really the only thing to complain about for Cat in this game was he missed 2 free throws too. I mean, he was brilliant in this one, just dominated. He's got to be the second best center in basketball right now behind Nikola Jokic. And Jokic is I don't know if I can call him a top 10 player ever. Yeah, he is 30. He's got a lot of time to play. I think Jokic might honestly go down as a top 10 player. So we're talking about that type of player ahead of Cat. And AD certainly is up there, but Catch is on a different level. I mean, we traded Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo, and even me, I was questioning that in the sense of Devo, the year he just had, the chemistry, and then a healthy Randle was a two-time All-NBA player. But also, I did say in my reaction was it's Cat. We got in the best player. We got closer to winning a championship, and you can see why too. I didn't think Cat would be this good. I mean, 25 and 13 is insane on historic level efficiency from three for a 7-footer, especially on 5 attempts a game. And defensively, Cat's holding his own. Once we get Mitch back, it's going to change everything. Precious Achiuwa is already helping us out, man. Just getting 12 minutes out of him, that's a 12 minutes we didn't have. So good job there. I will say, no campaign in this one. So Mikal Bridges played 47 minutes. That's just insane to me. I get he has the body, he's in shape. But 47 minutes against the Charlotte Hornets without, two of their starters? Actually, I don't know if Grant Williams was starting for them, but if Grant Williams was starting, 3 starters if he wasn't 2. That's just actually insane. I mean, Tibbs, he's a great coach, but I don't know how you can justify that. I mean, let me know how you guys feel. I mean, that just seems insane to me. I mean, we've got Matt Ryan. We've got Jacob Toppin. I don't know, man. We've got a couple of bodies we could just throw out there to give Bridges maybe 5 or 6 more minutes of rest. But I don't know. It's just Tibbs. I mean, I'm not surprised. Miles McBride, 28 minutes, 10 points, plus 13, 6 assists. Good job facilitating as well. McBride's not really known for that, for his passing, but in this one, he did a good job of it. 2 of 4 from 3. McBride, air ball too in that left corner as well. But it's whatever. McBride, I mean, even the best shooter is airball. I've seen Steph Curry airball multiple times this year when I've been watching the Warriors, so it's whatever. I'm just kind of nitpicking at this point. I'm trying to think of something that I didn't think went exactly the greatest. I think the only thing was honestly the minutes to Bridges, and that was really it. There's nothing else to complain about. You look at turnovers in this game, the Knicks had only 9 of them. They're averaging 11 on the season. Last time we played the Hornets, we probably had 20 turnovers in that game. It was really bad. That's why it was so close. But yeah, amazing win. We go to 14-8 in the season, 8-2 at home. We should be 9-1 at home if I'm being actually we should be 10-0 because we had a double-digit lead against the Cavs, and then we also Josh Hart committed a silly foul. And by the way, Hart on his podcast did talk about that today, or I don't know when they recorded it, but the latest video they talked about it, and it was around did Hart actually foul Kobe White? And to me, I do think by the rule book he did, and you got to call it by the rules. Imagine if we got dipped like that, or dubbed like that. Sorry. But at the same time, I mean, it just kind of was ridiculous, if I'm being honest. Like, the Knicks, they did not deserve to win that game. And then also Brunson with that turnaround fade that spun it out a couple of times. It was a wild game. But the Knicks, they're going to be just fine. I mean, there wasn't any point this season where I was concerned. There was points where I was like, this needs to be better. There's just no intensity, no effort. But in terms of the Knicks not being able to compete in the East, I never thought that, just because I knew it was going to take time. I did say before the season started we probably would start 5-5. I think that's exactly what we were. I don't know if we were. Let me go look. We were around that, if I'm being honest. So we were 0-1, 1-1, 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, and then we were 3-3. We were 3-4. Yeah, 4-4. I guess we were 4-5. We actually had a losing. That's actually crazy to think about.